My sleep tracker is telling me it's time to sleep.
Go to bed.
I can't. I'm working.
You're right. Hello, everyone.
Howdy. What's up?
Okay, everyone. Everyone, listen to me. Listen to me right now.
You gonna get the whole thing? All of it?
So, we watched episode 1 of Dawson's Creek.
Oh my god, welcome to the Dawson's... I've been waiting for this.
You've been waiting for this specifically. We watched 1 episode of Dawson's Creek.
Because every time I doom scroll, like on Hulu,
You always pass by it?
I pass by it and I'm like, oh shit, we can watch Dawson's Creek. I've never watched an episode of Dawson's Creek.
I've never heard of Dawson's Creek.
That's
Well, I've heard the name in passing, but it is there is no visual.
Yeah, there was an ethereal amalgamation of it was words only.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was a show about teenagers. Literally nothing, and the only footage I've seen footage of it, but no one told me it was Dawson's Creek, and that's the guy crying.
The video of the guy crying.
But I didn't know that was Dawson's Creek.
Yep.
So that's separate.
But
that might as well not be Dawson.
But now we know. Now you have context.
Okay, real talk, everyone, right?
Yeah.
This is the most incel show I've ever seen in my life.
It's real strong.
The incel keeps winning in that episode, and I couldn't deal with it.
And it's, these are 45-minute episodes.
Oh.
It felt so long. It felt like it legit felt like 2 different episodes by the time
you could have
done.
cut this into 2 episodes.
Easily. There was so much going on, and there was a couple good places to stop.
Right.
But it's like, man, both of them incels. I think Dawson's supposed to be a little less of an... He's a softer incel.
Yeah. He just comes off as autistic.
Yes, he worships Steven Spielberg. He's definitely autistic.
Yeah.
But his best friend, man, textbook incel to the 9th degree.
I can't deal with it. I can't deal with him.
And it's worse because he got to fucking make out with the teacher that he was trying to hook up with.
I couldn't believe this man plays Persona 5.
Fuck. Oh my god. Holy shit. He plays Persona 5.
Yeah. That kid plays Persona 5.
Oh.
It changed his life. He wants to be Joker.
He really did. He said, Kawakami. Is this how real life works?
This is how real life works.
And then he goes and he does it. He's like, I am just like Joker.
The scene at the movie theater, the euphoria I felt when that punk incel just got punched in the face.
Ground. Dude, it felt so good. It was a good punch, too. It was really good. And
also, fuck Joey.
Fuck Joey, dude.
I couldn't believe the entire episode. This girl just keeps going you're the horny teenager. As she
when Dawson's literally being over here like, hey, I kind of like this girl. She's cool. My best friend who I want to confide in about it. What's up? You want to help me out? And she's like, it's not like I like you or anything, Baka.
It was so bad.
It's just so irritating.
I'm like, this girl needs to shut up.
Actually. she's just causing problems. She's going off on Dawson about how she's like, you just want your life to have drama and intrigue like your films when you are making the drama, girl.
I couldn't believe.
Either put up and tell him how you feel and do something about it, or shut the fuck up and help him out. Be a friend like you're supposed to be.
Right? All right, everyone. So my media... What is it? How is this worded? I don't even remember. I don't deal with pop culture that much. So, I've never watched, 90% of primetime television.
Correct.
Give us recommendations for what, first episodes we should check out of a show.
Yeah.
I voted for Riverdale next week.
And, I mean, we've talked about it for a while.
Yeah.
It's kind of a thing.
We can just watch 1 episode.
Yeah. Though, I'm definitely inclined to, say, if you have... recommendations for shows of mid 2000s and earlier, I'm okay.
I don't know any of that.
I'm cool with those. Please let us know what we should watch. Because
though we watched 2 better shows than Dawson's Creek.
We did. They were like leagues and bounds, truthfully.
Right? So I had never heard of Cheers before my YouTube recommendation was just suddenly filled with Cheers and Frasier. And I'm like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah, and
I don't.
While I knew what both of those shows were, I had also never watched an episode of Cheers or Frasier.
Yeah, so we watched the first episode of both.
Cheers, Ted Danson's there looking pretty hot.
Yeah, his shirt can be unbuttoned a little more.
The hair is so aggressive, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand. I get the appeal. It's there.
Mm-hmm.
It's aggressive.
It's not aggressive enough.
But the writing, like, you know...
No, aggressive would be if the bottom buttons were unbuttoned and you could see the tuft right above the belt.
His happy trail. Assuming...
Like if it was both.
Okay. It would be really... And it would be an interesting choice, for certain.
I've seen designs like that.
That's true. I don't know if 80s television could have handled that, though. I don't think they could have.
And Diane is cool. Yeah. I literally don't know the other main character's name. I remember Diane.
The Ted Danson's character?
Yeah.
His name is Sam.
Sam. What was the insults? That was on the phone call. Like, I don't even remember. I remember it was a big dig at him.
A big dig at Sam over the phone?
Yeah. Where he was like, oh, what was the message? And Diane's like, oh, she called you something. It was like some long-winded insult towards him, like some kind of beast or something. I don't remember. I don't entirely remember. It got a giggle out of me.
But Diane, she's funny. Yeah. I like her energy so much. Right?
I could legitimately stand to watch a few more episodes of Cheers. I had a good time. I loved the bar set. Yeah,
that set, huge, great, very cool, iconic. Even. Yeah, you know, I get it. I understand. I see it, right? Like, even just from the jump. You know, I'm not fully drawn in, but I wouldn't be opposed to watching more.
Frasier, though.
Yeah, we moved over to Frasier after we watched Cheers. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
The writing hits, bro. I get it. I see it now.
The characters are so sharp and dry.
Oh, it's like it was made for you, right? Like, that's the shit that you do enjoy.
I want to see how much Niles gets away with. Because that man stole everything.
You love him.
I'm like... That's me.
I am Niles.
I'm Niles. He walks in and smooth talks. He's a piece of shit in like every scene.
It's so
but
good.
But somehow unloads everything onto literally everyone else in a scene.
Yeah.
With precision.
Yep. And then dips. He's like...
He actually backflips out of scenes.
The writing is really quick. It's not so quick that the jokes land, you know? Yeah. Like, the punchlines do land. And it's interesting thinking about the structure of shows like that as they happen. Because, like, if you think about the dialogue that they're saying and you, like, think about it as their lines written on a page, it's like punchline to joke every other line almost. Yeah. It almost seems like too much.
Because, like, punchlines sometimes are setups for other jokes.
Right.
And I'm like, the entire scene about the furniture.
Yeah.
I'm like, I love this scene.
It's really so good.
Funny. He's just the dad's insulting Frasier's furniture for like 2 minutes, and there's just set up, and then he wheels in like
the chair, right? and then the lady comments about like, get a nice good piece, and then you replace everything. Yeah, it was just really good. Actually, I was so pleasantly surprised by Frasier. Because I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, I've never. And we hadn't watched an episode of Cheers with Frasier in it.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah, we don't really have that frame of reference, so.
I know he's in it.
Yeah, later.
Yeah.
When we get there in like 3 years.
We'll watch one episode a week, so we feel like we're watching it in real time.
I'm okay with that, truthfully. Like, it can be fun to do that. So, I mean, that was not... So
Dawson's Creek, easily the worst of these 3 shows.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But do you want to keep watching it?
No. I want to keep watching Frasier. That shit was funny.
Right.
Dawson's Creek made me long for death.
Fair enough.
Recommend us more terrible shows. We'll watch the
Please.
first episodes of them.
We absolutely will. And I mean, we have access to most of those streaming services.
Oh.
Not so much Netflix at the moment, but I do know that as far as that primetime TV sitcom sort of deal, most of it's on
Hulu.
Most of it's on Hulu, which we do have. So just drop it below. Which one should we watch?
Darian wants me to watch Roswell.
I really,
and
I love Roswell. I want you to watch it so bad.
But I hate Roswell.
It's less about it's more of a cinematically shot, so it's not a sitcom.
Yeah.
Like with the set. Also, can we talk about Frasier's fucking apartment?
Oh, the David Cage apartment.
Yeah,
the David Cage apartment. It's good.
Absolute insanity.
I love
whatever this apartment is going on with.
It's ugly. It's disgusting. I want to live there.
Kind of, right? Right? It's like, I want to live in the apartment and then go downstairs to the Cheers bar, right?
Right? That's what I want.
That would be perfect.
Okay, well, we were doing horror things with Sella, right?
Oh yeah, shit was going on. Damn. Also, if you hear us crunching, we're eating popcorn.
Well, I'm gonna put this.
Josh wanted a snacku.
I like popped corn.
I also do.
Oh, there's a thump on the door. Oh, you can do it, friend.
Come on, game. We were talking about shit for so
long.
I
know, you had so much time to load yourself. It's fine. It's sudden and forceful, like a single knock. But that's not exactly right, either. Isella stands and walks up to the door. He says something in his language. There's nobody there. Then he tries again in Albion.
I'm assuming that's language.
Okay. So, well...
Jeez.
Now that was a sneeze.
It died on the way out. I didn't want to explode, so I killed it. I stabbed it in the back.
Who's there? A deep, guttural voice replies.
Replies?
Oh. Yiska? We both wait for a reply. There's a soft shove again. Oh, you can voice this, friend.
Yiska's there.
What do you mean, Yiska's there? Who is this? Another thump.
This is Yiska.
That sounded more like the bear this time. Are y'all both roommates? They're roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
Sella looks at me and holds up a single digit to his mouth.
My sister recreated that vine for like a project or something one time. And it came out pretty good. Because she was the person walking by like on the phone like, and they were roommates, and then her friend took the camera tilt. Oh my god, they were roommates. I forget, it was a project that she had to do in film school. Yeah.
Terrible. He turns back to the door and makes a noise I don't understand. The person at the other side of the door makes those noises back in a deeper voice. And the fox steps away. He walks over slowly to a small window and pulls the curtains over it. A shadow passes, and he walks by slowly. I'm about to ask him what's going on, but he puts a hand over my mouth, giving me a taste of clay and bark. He licked his hand.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
Samuel just be
He goes,
kind of...
blah, 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 blah.
maybe he did it more tastefully, like just a small little,
just like a
small little lick. He leans close to my ear and whispers, "Spirit." Okay, that confuses me.
Stallion of the Cimarron?
I didn't want to say it. I was so close, and I'm like, no. I can push that down. We can't give Katzenberg more power.
Is that what happens? Whenever you invoke Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron, it's like holding up your hands for the Spirit Bomb? Is that what it is?
It's that in Shrek.
Oh no wonder he's so powerful.
He's
Shrek,
so powerful.
Shrek is talked about all the time.
He's too powerful.
It's never stopped. Damn.
It sounded like Yiska. I tried to talk again, but he shakes his head. Do not leave tonight. Don't let anybody in until morning. But what if it's someone we know? Especially if it's someone we know. The light behind the curtain blackens. I hear sniffling sounds. Then something wet. A slow scraping noise drags across the window. Then the shadow leaves. Again. Nobody. But what about your hunting partner? That wasn't him. He won't be back tonight. We listen for the bugs and the wind and the trace of any footsteps. But there's nothing. Get some sleep. I'll let you try to answer the door. Wait, I'll know if you try to answer it, okay? How's that? You make noise when you're in pain. I'll know. Okay, do we sleep in the same bed, though? I try to sleep in spite of the pain and the anxiety. The bugs chirping outside sound uncomfortably close, like there aren't much separating us besides stacked logs and flimsy glass. I try not to listen to anything, lest I hear something I shouldn't. I hear... Oh, okay.
Fading in.
Lit. I hear soft snores coming from the fox on the chair. Sleeping in the chair? Okay.
Yep.
I'm impressed that he can sleep sitting up, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised. He's still holding his gun.
Oh, he's got a gun?
Everyone should.
Hell yeah.
Now that I think about it, I thought they confiscated any weapons at the gate. I'm glad they didn't, or I'd most likely be dead. I shuffle against the fur blanket on the couch and turn my head away from the window, trying to sleep again. Well, they skinned a man alive.
True, huh?
Yeah. Well, I guess they do have animals.
Yeah, so it probably isn't like their people skin. It's probably whatever animal skin.
Yeah. Okay. I feel heavier. My eyelids droop and my chest heaves heavier. I sink deeper into the couch, thinking of one of Benton's piano pieces back at the hip, and to drown out the sound of the bugs tapping and taps of wood against the glass. I exhale. I'm awake. And I feel hot, a bubbling pain on my leg that fades quickly. When I look down, I see a welt on my foot that might be an insect bite. I'm worried it could be venomous because I didn't see what did it. But it's just itchy for now. I don't hear Sella snoring anymore. I probably woke him up when I shook the couch. Eto?
That's him. In the darkness.
Looking at the chair, I can see that he's sitting there. Okay. Trouble sleeping. I have to wait to let my eyes adjust to the dark. Yeah. Losing sleep is a terrible thing. Some people say you never can get it back after you lose it. I think I can just barely make out the shape of his snoot moving. I don't believe that. You can just sleep for 20 hours one day.
True. If you see, it's not that you lose it if you don't get it.
You push it somewhere else.
You push it somewhere else, and then it all falls on you like a truck.
Yeah. There are days that I sometimes sleep for 15 plus hours.
But you also stay up for like 28 to 30 hours.
You do be that way.
It's a really bad habit.
You're right.
Probably,
that's fine. At least I
it.
don't like sleep for 48 hours.
That's true.
I've talked to people that say that they've done that, and I'm like, that sounds a little weird.
It's a little damaging to your health, I would say.
Like, that seems like that's actually unhealthy.
Yeah.
Bits of your brain just get stained and scrambled, and you just never get all of it back. You're not really helping me get to sleep. Who says I want to? Maybe I want to just talk right now. I feel like that's surprising, considering you rarely want to talk. I hear the chair creak as he adjusts himself in it. I can't see what he's doing, but he's moving around. You're a bit of a pervert, aren't you? Oh, he's jerking it right now.
He super is.
What? I mean, you've seen plenty of things you're not supposed to see. And put your hands and mouth in all sorts of places. His tone is stern. And you put your mind and body at the mercy of others, day after day. How's any of that your business? Because I'm all too familiar with that sort of person, Mr. Ayers. He's looking at me. What?
His eyes.
What? Well, he's just looking.
I mean, I guess it makes sense, with animals doing the eye reflective thing.
Yeah. There was a night where I was driving home, and a little fox like crossed the street and looked, and it was just like little eyes, and I'm like, hey, look at that little guy.
I mean, usually it's cool, but this is creepy, and I don't like it.
It's fine. He's looking all right, looking at me, and his eyes are open. But something's wrong. His eyes look like dark glass, but there's nothing much inside them. Nothing much but small lights, shining brightly, burning far, far away. I think for a second that it must be his reflection, but I remember the windows are closed. The longer I look at him, the harder it is to make out anything else than that shine of his teeth and the glint of his eyes. Where am I?
With the question mark. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. It's funny. Whatever is shining must be coming from inside him. What kind of stupid question is that? This is your home, ain't it? Somehow I know it's not his house. Because somehow I know that whoever I'm talking to ain't Sella. I want to play along without making any sudden moves, like this is a dream and I'll wake up soon. But he looks left, then right, then towards me again. I've never been here before. But I followed something, and now I am. Did you follow me? He or it hums softly. Perhaps not. There's already somebody following you. Will he speak? He lets out a one-note laugh. Too shy. Oh, well. You, though. He nods his snoot. I do know you, though. I've seen you plenty. Where? He tilts his head. Don't you mean where and when? I don't suppose it matters. It's never fair. What, is that what it says? Yeah, it's never fair. What happened to us, though, is it? He laughs again. It's something that sounds like choking more than laughter. You tell me so every time I meet you. I haven't met you before. Oh, I've met you. Unfair, unfair. That's your tune every time I meet you, isn't it? He takes something out of his pocket. I hear a flicking sound. In the low light, I can see it swinging. You always have the gall to say it to me. In spite of your wealth of choices. And my lack of them. But you chose so poorly, so many times. Who are you? It doesn't matter. I'm tired of telling you. Why are you here? What do you want with me? I suppose you're still not very smart yet. I already told you. I'm not here for any reason I can tell you. That would, again, imply I had a choice. I'm just here to ride the wave. He closes the knife and looks at his hands. These look like my hands. But I know that they aren't. I haven't ever seen them before. For a moment, he smiles. Maybe things will be different this time. He blinks with both of his eyes, and the lights go out. Why are you awake? What? You should be sleeping. I thought I was. You're still sitting up and staring at me in the dark like I'm a meal. We were talking. We are talking, and you were asleep. I do not talk in my sleep. Yiska and Avery would have told me. Hey. I hear a growl in my own voice. I ain't making shit up. I'm sure you don't think you are. You're injured and lack of restful sleep. Close your eyes and do not speak any word of this until the morning, if you want to stay here. I bite my lip. His house, his rules. I'm more than used to that concept. I try closing my eyes a few times, and I feel myself slip away.
That was pretty cool.
That was alright.
That was pretty neat. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I could feel the tension. I felt it in my shoulders. I need a massage after all that.
He should have tried to make out with him. That's how you relieve the tension.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? You feel tension between you and yourself and another person?
No. Just kiss him.
Just kiss them. I'd be fine.
Or touch their inner thigh.
Or that, actually. Yeah. Although, I feel like some people might consider that too forward.
Know what I call that?
What's that?
Cowardice. There's birds outside. Noisy little fuckers.
There he is.
Pots and pans clang behind me, and I can turn to see Etzella mill about his kitchen. I smell fried eggs and hear him chopping something fast. He cups a handful of tubers? Tubers.
Mm-hmm.
What's a tuber?
I don't want to just say the wrong thing. I think I know, but I just don't want to say the wrong thing. Tuber.
What's a tuber?
Oh, like a
Are there a potato?
Potato, basically.
Okay, so it's just another word for potato, or is it like a separate potato?
Let's see. A much thickened underground part of a stem or rhizome, e.g., in the potato, serving as food reserve and bearing buds, which new plants. So potatoes, but also other rooted plants.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. That's fine. Tubers and tosses it into a pan, making it sizzle. Good, you're awake.
Get out.
Get to work. He puts a plate on the end table near the couch. Eat. The warm scent of wilted greens, fried starch, and fatty fish hits my face. It smells delicious, but I think I might need to go. It's light outside, so it's safe to go. I nod and make a motion to stand. He looks at me with a doubtful face as a sharp feeling stabs through my leg. Shit. Looks to me like you're still not going anywhere. Eat. He knew this is what would happen. I shot him a dirty look while I shovel a bit of the runny egg and splash into my mouth.
What's this?
Squash.
Squash, like the plant.
The runny egg and squash into my mouth.
Squash, the vegetable.
Yeah, but look at it. It's squash.
No. Mm-mm.
I should be able to pronounce it this way.
You should be able to.
Yeah.
Why? Why should you be able to?
Look,
it's spelled that way.
Squaw and ash. Squash.
But it's an ah sound. Like ah.
Yeah. Read and red.
But those mean different things. Squash doesn't mean anything. It's not a word.
I should be allowed to say this. Into my mouth. He finishes his meal very quickly without talking. Then he stands. I'm going to get Avery. I guess if there's anybody who can help me right now, it's him. Don't open the door for anyone, even if it sounds like me. Okay. I won't need any help getting back in. He comes back with an axe.
Chops the whole door down.
Or just kicks down the door, hands in his pockets, you know. He's a short king, he can do that.
It's a good look.
Yeah. I don't think I can let anybody in, even if I wanted to, unless I slid my way to the door. All I want to do now was focus on finishing my breakfast. It's good, but the pain in my jaw and chest makes it hard to swallow anything at first. It's not long before I hear scratching at the door. I flinch and scoot back when I see the door burst open. But it's just the fox. And Avery. Hello.
Hello.
The elk follows him behind, looking a little more dour than before.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Tibbet's bodyguard.
I shake my head. Just was for the journey here. I'm off the hook now.
I hope he paid you well, at least.
Not at all.
Bodyguarding's a frightful business. This isn't the first time I've had to patch you up.
I roll my eyes. Sella gives us both a suspicious look. Is that suspicious or just a, now what do we have here?
Well. What do we have here? A couple of gay boys? Couple of gay boys?
Is he patching up your ass?
Is he patching that hole you got in the back, bro? He's stuffing you?
I mean, I'm sure Will ain't gentle.
No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
He doesn't know what Avery is talking about.
Now, let's see that leg.
I pull up my pant leg and place it on the table. Avery's eyes widen a little.
Well, I don't think it's broken, but that's definitely sprained. I'll have some cloth I can bind it with.
Thanks, Doc.
I'm sorry to say that I didn't bury our crutch in my bag.
What? Terrible. Just use one of the chairs. Just break one of...
And fashion one of Sella's chairs.
Yeah. Look, there's a whole ass bench here.
So?
You can just break the bench and create a pair of crutches.
Josh, this isn't Fortnite. You can't just, break something down and have something else.
No, see, because it's long boards, right?
Oh, wow.
So you can, dismantle the board and then just fashion that into a crutch. That's doable.
I suppose.
I'm not, I'm gonna take this wooden bench and make modern day metal crutches with cushions on them. No, we're just talking basically just a walking prop.
A walking prop up.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah. We ain't doing Fortnite.
We don't want to play Fortnite?
Should we play Fortnite, everyone? I've never played Fortnite.
I've also never played Fortnite.
That sounds like an idea, folks.
Oh, God.
I gotta unlock Wendell.
Oh, Wendell.
The little coyote lad.
Uh,
Yeah. I think he's a coyote? I don't know, I've just seen a bunch of porn of him.
yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. He's real cute.
Yeah, we'll play twos or something.
She shakes and he laughs at his own joke. Thanks, Doc.
A good sturdy walking stick will do you just fine if you don't want somebody in town to willy you something. If it doesn't look better in a week or two, you might need a closer look. You can probably visit a real professional and get their opinions. But I bet they'll just charge you a pretty penny and say, keep it wrapped and don't put pressure on it. Though something like that is mostly common sense.
He gets out gauze and a pin from his bag and starts addressing my foot firmly, but not too tight. Sella retreats to the kitchen, cleaning pots and scraping waste into the fire. He looks and sounds a bit more cheerful than when he first came in. So? What have you been doing around the settlement yesterday? He grunts.
Let's not talk about such things in Yiska's house.
And he stops as his eyes linger over my chest.
Wow. Looks like you've had a lot more excitement than me. There's a lot of small cuts I'm seeing, too. And larger bruises.
He talks to Sella in the Mesoto language. Sella shakes his head before responding with what sounds like only a few words.
So it was only the two of you together last night?
Yeah. He doesn't say anything for a while as he keeps dressing my foot.
I was supposed to be back in Echo a few days ago. Another delay is going to be bad. But if I can't go out after dark, then there's not much else I can do but wait.
In 2 days, I still plan to make the trip to Camp Rosa with Iska. Are you still willing to take me? Going there shouldn't be a problem with the size of our cart. You'd have to ride. I don't think you could keep up with us on foot. And it won't be comfortable, but it will definitely be possible. Oh, the back of the cart is fine then. You just can't come back with us since our cart won't be empty. Trust me, that ain't a problem.
Regardless, it's something to think about for later. As for right now, let's go pick out a walking stick.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get a stick.
I remember one of the times I hurt my legs, hurt my ankles. I didn't have a crutch, or rather, I couldn't find one of my many pairs of crutches at the time.
Yeah.
So I used a walking stick.
He has many pairs of crutches, folks.
Shut up. Shut your mouth. Anyway, I had a walking stick for my grandpa, but it doesn't have like a handle.
Yeah.
It's just like rounded at the top. Like no cushion, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So
a scepter, perhaps.
No. Like it's just like top of a stick. Boom. No orbule that I could have wrapped my grippers around or anything like that. So like I would hold the cane right here in the palm and like I would be pushing down on it so I couldn't have any weight. Yeah. And I'm like, man, this sucks. I need to go get a pair of crutches. So I went to Med Express and was like, hey, I know I'm hurt. I just need a pair of crutches. And just from using that walking stick for like half a day, my palm was like just bloodshot red and I couldn't touch anything else because it was so badly bruised. That was awesome.
Okay.
And then it started snowing while I was in Med Express, like really hard.
Yeah.
So I had to like be really careful when I came out on my crutches because it was just fresh snow. And then so in the parking lot, there's like the front door, and then there's like a rounded like curb with like a tree, like where a tree is supposed to be in the middle, right?
Yeah.
The snow had covered so evenly that I didn't see that when I pulled out.
Yeah.
So I drove right over that curb and the grass in the yard, over the mound where the tree's supposed to go.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm like, what the fuck? And I look behind me, I'm like, oh shit. And I like left as fast as I could. That shit sucked.
Oh, that's amazing. Sella and Avery talk to each other. As Avery rises. Okay, giving me his arm to help me lean on him and stand. Okay. There we go.
Nice.
Okay, that's fine. I think we'll end the part here.
Okay.
So, we'll go get that walking stick next time.
Absolutely.
It will be better than Darian's.
It will be way better.
We'll see you around, everyone.